Hello everyone, in this session we're going to be solving the Cameroon GCE 2023, that's June 2023 Mathematics Paper 1. Let's get started. Question 1. The value of the digit 7 in 64.176 is A. 7 on 10, B. 7 on 100, C. 7, and D. 70. So let's write the number. So it's question 1. These are number, that's 64 plus 176, and they're asking for this value. So we all know that after the decimal point is zeros and the decimal point itself represents a 1, so this can also be written as 64 divided by, that's this decimal point will have a 1, and then 1 after the decimal point you have a 1, and after the decimal point is 0, and then after 1, our second decimal place is 7, second decimal place will be the second 0, and our C decimal place is third 0. So 64.176 can also be written as 64,176 divided by 1000. So this can also be written as this, and if this is true, then our decimal point is 1. Our value, our first value will be 1 on 10, and our second value, which is 7, is 1 on 100, and our seed value is going to be 6 on 1000. So the value of the 7 digit is the second decimal place, so that is 1 will be our first decimal place, will be 1 on 10, and the value of the 7 digit is 1 on 100, that is 2 zeros because we are the second decimal place, so that's 7 on 100. Question 1, our answer is B. Question 2. The highest common factor of 2 to the power 3 times 3 and 2 to the power 1, that's 2 to the power 1, times 3 to the power 2 times 5 to the power 1 is, okay, our A is 2 times 3 times 5, B is 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 2, C is 2 times 3. Whenever you don't see a value of, that's 2 one time, but we have 2 one time, so it's 2 to the power 1. That's, this is 2 to the power 1, this is 5 to the power 1, 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1, 5 to the power 1. Whenever we don't have an exponent on the value, that is, it goes to the power 1 by default. And then we have D, which is 2 to the power 4 times 3 to the power 2 times 5. Now let's write, that's 2 to the power 3 times 3. Question 2. What are we comparing? We are comparing 2 to the power 3 times 3 and 2 to the power 1 times 3 to the power 2 times 5 to the power 1. 2 to the power 1 times 3 to the power 2 times 5 to the power 1. Now let's just confirm if these two are true. Yes, they're similar, they're true, the same. Okay, so what is the highest common factor between these two values? Let's write it in a simplified form. So 2 to the power 3 can also be written as 2 times 2 times 2, and this 3 is to the power 1, so we'll just have 1 3. This and 2 times 3 times 2 again times 5. We'll have times 3 and 3 because 3 is raised to an exponent of 2, that's 3 squared, so that's 3 times 3. So what is the highest common factor? What is common between, we have 3 here and 3 here, so we have 3 is common between these two, that's 3 to the power 1 is common, and we have 2 and 2, so 2 is also common. 2 is also common. So is there anything common between, what we will have left is 2 2 and 3 5. Do you have anything common between 2 2 and 3 5? No. So this is our highest common factor, 2 by 3. So do we have any 2 by 3 among the choices? Yes, we have 2 by 3, which is C. So our answer for question 2 is C. So question 2, our answer is C. Now to question 3. Question 3, the numbers 0.5, 0.4, 0.25 arranged in ascending order gives. Ascending order is from smallest to biggest. That's as we're going up, the numbers are getting larger. So what we have here, we have 0.5, we have 0.4, we have 0, and we have 0.25 arranged in ascending order. That's smallest to biggest. So what's our smallest number here? Our smallest number is definitely going to be 0. After 0, what is this next smallest number after 0? Don't forget, after the decimal point, we start reading the number singly. So this is not 0.25, it's 0.25, because like we said, this is 25 divided by 100, which is way smaller than 0.4, because a lot of you are going to think it's 0.4, but this is not 0.4, this is 4 divided by 10. Okay, like we see it in question 1, we saw this in question 1. If you are moving a decimal point, this is going to be 4 divided by 10, and this is going to be 25 divided by 100. Now, which is smaller? This is definitely going to be smaller. So after 0, we have 0.25. Don't forget, it's not 0.25 but 0.25. After a decimal point, we read the digits singly, digit by digit. And then after 0.25, what's next? We have 0.4. And after 0.4, we have 0.5. So this is the ascending order which we have arranged our values, and we have this in our answer. Among the answers, we have 0 here, 0.25, 0.4, 0.5. So the answer for number 3 is A. Number 3, our answer is A. Now number 4. Question number 4. The number line that represents the set Q is equal to -1 is less than x, and x is less than or equal to 3. That's what I've seen here. This sign means is bounded below 3, including 3. Okay, it means including 3 and below 3. So what's our answer here? For number line, we're going to definitely have D as our answer, because if this 3 is shaded, it means including 3. That's whenever I see this horizontal line below a sign, a symbol of equality, that's a less than. Whenever I see this number below, this line below a less than or greater than, it means including. It means including, and if it's including, we're shading that area. So answer is definitely going to be D, because -1, it was not included in this set. So if it was included, we would have had an underscore here, but if it's not included, then this side is unshaded. What is included? 3 is included, so this side is shaded. So our answer for number 4 is D. Don't forget, whenever I see this underscore sign, it means it's an inclusive symbol. So the answer to number 4 is D. And in order to represent inclusive in a number line, we shade the point. So this is including 3. So our answer to number 4 is D. Question number 5. The number square root of 7 belongs to the set of A, integers, B, natural numbers, C, rational numbers, D, irrational numbers. So that's number 5. What we have integer. What are examples of integers? Integers are whole numbers. So for integers, we can have 1, 2, 3. All of these are integers. For natural numbers are whole numbers including 0. So it's still natural numbers still includes integers. So natural numbers are whole numbers including 0. So start with 0, 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. And for rational numbers are fractions. For example, 4 and 3. Every fraction is a rational number. An irrational number is a number that cannot be expressed as a fraction. Thus, the number of decimal places is unending. So for irrational numbers, we have like 22 and 7. The number of decimal places never end. So 22 and 7, that's pi, is an irrational number. What other irrational number do we have? Obviously, the square root of 7 is an irrational number. If you look for the square root of 7 in a calculator, you are going to have unending decimal places. That decimal points will never end. Okay, some calculators will try to round it up, but honestly, the decimal points never end. So the answer to number 5 is D. As you could put the square root of 7 in the calculator, the number of decimal places never end. Same as 22/7. But some calculators will round this up. But the decimal place will obviously flood the entire screen. Okay, will flood the calculator screen. So it's easier to know it like that. So the answer to number 5 is D. So number 5, our answer is D. Number 6. The fraction for thirds in figure is A 4 on 3, B 4 times 1 on 3, C 4 to the power 3, that's 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, and D 4 times 1 on 3. Let's rewrite this. Okay, let's write this properly. So that's for A, we have 4 divided by 3. For B, we have 4 as a whole number and then 1/3 as a fraction. So that is going to be 3 times 4 is giving us 12 plus 1, 13 on 3. So B means 13 on 3, and then C, that's 4 cube. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 16 times 4 should be 32 plus 32, that's 64. And then for D we have 4 divided by 1/3. That gives us 4 divided by 1/3, which is equivalent to 4 times 3/1, and this is 12. So back to the question. The fraction for thirds in figure is, that's 4 threes, 4 thirds. 4 3 will give us it should be D, because we can always simplify this to 4 3. So this is 4 thirds. 4 of 3, 4 thirds. So for number 6, I'm going to go with D. So the answer of number 6 is D. We cannot use A because the most competitive answers are A and D, because this is 4 threes, 4 thirds, but this is 4 1/3, and we can also write this as 4. This is 4 1/3 and this is 4 thirds. So these are answer. Question 7. Given that 0.00078 can be written as A times 10 to the n, where A is less than 10 and greater than 1, then the value of n is, okay, what is our value of n? So given that 0.007, okay, 3 zeros, 0.00078 can be written as A times 10 to the n. Not forgetting that 1 is less than A and A is less than 10. So this is from the range 2 to 9. So our A is in the range from 2 to 9. This is the range of our A. The value of n is, okay, so what do? We will try to remove the decimal point. To remove the decimal point, take it one step below. That's this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we are removing these first 4 decimal places, we'll have 7 as a whole number. That 7 will become a whole number, then the remainder is 0.8. So let's try this. That will be, remove the first 4 decimal places, removing the first 4 decimal places, we are going to have, our new value is going to be 7.8 approximately A times 10 to the n. Why are we not removing the first 5 decimal places? If we remove the first 5 decimal places, we are going to have 78. Okay, we are going to have 78, and 78 is not between the range 2 and 9. 78 is not there. So I'm moving the first 4 decimal places so that 7.8 falls between this range that was given as a constraint. If we remove the first 5 decimal places, we're going to have 78, and 78 does not fall with this constraint. That's why I'm moving the first 4 decimal places. And if I'm moving the first 4 decimal places, then this value becomes 7.8 times 10 to the negative 4. If you try this on the calculator, you get back to the same value. Don't forget, it's negative 4 because this can also be written as, because 7.8 can also be divided by 10,000, and it will take us back to this. This also means 7.8 divided by 10 to the 4. Okay, and to bring 10 to the 4 up, if we are bringing 10 to the 4 as a numerator, we'll have to negate the exponent. So this is also the same as 7.8 times 10 to the negative 4. Okay, this is why how the 10 to the negative 4 came out, because 7.8 is the same as 7.8 divided by 10,000. So since from here, I hope you understood how we move from here, 0.778 to 7.8 times 10 to the negative 4. So our A, is it falling between the range 2 and 9? Yes, our A is 7.8. 7.8 falls within this constraint. Here. So yes, A is 7.8, correct. And then 10 to the power negative 4. Yes, so 7.8. Then so hence 0.00078 is approximately equal to 7.8 times 10 to the negative 4. So our answer, what is asked us in the question, that what is the value of n? Our value of n is negative 4. So for number 7, our answer is C. For number 7, our answer is C. Now I'll just repeat what I said earlier. We are removing the first 4 decimal places. Okay, so this is why we are not removing the first 5 decimal places. If we remove the first 5 decimal places, then 78 will be out of our constraint range. So NB, if we remove the first 5 decimal places, $78 will be out of our constraint. Okay, and this is our constraint. Our constraint says that 1 is less than A and A is less than 10. So A falls between 2 and 9. That hence we move here. This is why. Okay. So next question, question 8. The number 1949.6 to the nearest whole number is, well, this is what we have, 1949.46. So what is the number that was given to us? 1949.46. To the nearest whole number. To the nearest whole number is we have to move the first. We have to move all the decimal places. We have to move all the decimal places, truncate the decimal places, and leave it as a whole number. That's the nearest whole number. So step 1, we're moving the last decimal place. How many decimal places do we have? We have 2 decimal places. So step 1, we're moving the second decimal place. We're moving the second decimal place. We're going to have 1949. Okay, if we are moving the second decimal place, then is 6 greater than or equal to 5? Yes, 6 is greater than or equal to 5 because it's greater than 5. 6 is greater than 5, so we are going to round it up. To round it up, this will be 1949.5. And then now we're moving the first decimal place. Moving the first decimal place. Is going to leave us with, moving the first decimal is 5. 5 is greater than or equal to 5 here, so we'll round it up. We're rounding it up, not down, so round it up. Bring it, add it to 9. What will this will be 10. 10 carry 1, so it will be 1950. So we're going to have 1950. Is this among our answers? Let's see, 1950 B. So the answer to question 8 is B. So the answer is B. What is number 9? In a class of 90 students, 25 are boys. The ratio of girls to boys is. So what do we have? Question 9. Question number 9. We have 90 students. 90 students. 25 are boys. 25 are boys. This means that 90 minus 25. 90 minus 25 is going to give us the number of girls. 90 minus 25 is 75. This should be 75. Let's see. It's 65. 90 minus 25 is 65. 65 instead. 90 minus 25 is 65. So we have 65 girls. So what is the ratio of boys to girls? Of girls to boys, sorry. What is the ratio? What is the ratio of girls to boys? So how many girls do we have? We need to find the ratio of girls to boys. How many girls do we have? 65 girls. And we have 25 boys. So our ratio is definitely 65 is to 25, but we can simplify this further. So to simplify this further, this 5 can divide both sides. So 5 would go into 25 5 times. And 5 goes into 65. This will be 1 time. This will be 5 will go into 6. 1 time. 5 will go into 15 3 times. So 5 will go into 65 13. 13 times 5 is 65. Yes. So our answer is 13 is to 65. Our answer is going to be 13 is to 65. So our answer is going to be 13 is to 5. So we just simplify. Our answer is going to be 13 is to 5. Do we have the option here? Yes, we have it here. It's option C. So the answers to question 9 is C. So our answer is C. Question number 10. The simple interest on 200,000 francs CFA at a rate of 3% after 5 years is. So what do we have? We have 200,000. Question number 10. Question number 10. What's our initial amount? initial amount, that's initial initial amount is 200,000 francs. 200,000 francs at the interest of 3%. That's 3% in 1 year. So 200,000 francs, what is the simple interest after 1 year? Well, let's calculate simple interest. Interest after 1 year. That will be 200,000 francs times 3%. These two zeros will cancel out. So we're going to have 6,000 francs in 1 year. So in 1 year, we have 6,000 francs in 1 year. Therefore, 5 years is going to be 5 times 6,000 francs. And 5 times 6 is 30. Add the truncating zero, that's 30,000 francs. Do you have 30,000 francs among our option? Yes, 30,000 francs is option A, so the answer to number 10 is A. Question 11. Given the set P which has 1, 3, 5, 6 and Q which has 2, 4, 7, 8, then P intersection Q is, let's see, P intersection Q. Are there any common numbers between P and Q? That's intersection means find the common numbers, the numbers that are found in P which are also found in Q. Are there any common numbers between P and Q? Let's see, 1, 3, 5, 6, 2, 4, 7, 8. Nope, no common numbers between P and Q. So our answer is C. Okay, then find N. Okay, the number N is the number of values in the intersection between P and Q. So this cannot be an empty set. If they said found P and Q, there will be an empty set. But since we have this cardinality, okay, that's the number of elements found in the intersection between P and Q, it's going to be a value and it's going to be 0. Okay, so okay, let's see why it's not C. It cannot be C because they not find the intersection. They say find the cardinality in the intersection. So that's go C goes out. It cannot be D because D gives us a set which has an element inside, and this is not a number. So we're stuck with A and B, and obviously B is the true answer because B gives us a number since we're asked to find a cardinality. And then for A gives us a set which has 0 in. So this is a set, this is an empty set, and this is a set with an element in it. Set with an element, empty set, set with an element. So the true answer is B, because B is the only cardinality and cardinality is number. So the answer for 11 is B. So number 11, the answer is B. Number 11, our answer is B. Number 12. Given the set F is football players and G is girls, the set notation for the statement all girls play football is all girls play football. So all girls play football. The girls play football means the girls are football players, means the girls are inside football. So G should be a subset of F. So G is a subset of F, yes. All girls play means that these girls is inside this. So the answer to number 12 is C. That's G is a subset of F. So the answer to number 12 is C. The answer is C. Back to number 13. In set notation, the shaded region in figure 1 is, this is the figure 1. The shaded region is P. Okay, just P. So it's not Q and it's not anything outside of Q. So what is our answer? Oh, you have option A, P intersection not Q. Let's draw P intersection not Q. P intersection not Q for option A. This is our option A. Option A says P intersection not Q. Thus we have box, our Venn diagram has P, it has Q, so it has P, this is P, intersection not Q. So P intersection not Q will be this. Okay, so P intersection not Q, this is the intersection. So option A, this is option A. We have P, we have Q, we have a Venn diagram. And don't forget, for intersection, we'll look at the net venation. Okay, we always look at the net venation. If it was union, all our arrows could have been in the same direction. But since intersection, we'll do the first in the same direction and the next in the opposite direction. And where the direction meets each other, that's our intersection. So we have P intersection not Q is this area. Is that the shaded region? Yes. So the answer to option 13 is A. So option 13, our answer is A. Question 14. Given that P says Adamu is hardworking, Q says Adamu is brilliant, the compound statement Adamu is hardworking and brilliant is, well, it's a compound statement, so and it's conjunction, so definitely B. So the answer to option 14 is B, because and is a conjunctive article. So the answer to number 14 is B. So number 14, our answer is B. Okay, and number 15. For any function f inverse always maps the image to the range to the domain to the range, the domain to the codomain. So the answer number 15 is D. That's the basic definition of functions. The inverse of a function maps the domain of the function to the codomain. So the answer to number 14 is D. 15, sorry. Answer to number 15 is D. Option 16. Given that f of x maps to 2x plus 5, then f of negative 3 is, well, since we have f of negative 3, that's substitute negative 3 wherever we see x in our function. So f negative 3 will give us 2 negative 3 plus 5. This is negative 6 plus 5. This is negative 1. So the answer to number 16 is negative 1. And where's the negative 1 option? Negative 1 option here is C. So number 16 answer is C. So we have the answer here as C for number 16. Now number 17. Write it down. Number 17. For number 17, say given that f of x is x and g of x is 3x minus 2, then the composite function g of f of x is, I will write the functions down. So f of x is equal to x, and then we have g of x, which is 3x minus 2. G of x is 3x minus 2. Then what's our composite function? G f of x. So we have g f of x. So g of x means we'll substitute the f of x function wherever I'll see x in g of x. f of f is x. So substitute this, the expression of f of x, wherever I'll see x in g of x. So we have x here, so we're substituting f of x. So that would be 3 f of x minus 2. And what is f of x? Our f of x is x. Okay, our f of x is x, so it's 3x minus 2. This is our composite function. So g of f of x will give us this. What next we have is this 3x minus 2 among our options. Yes, the answer is C. So number 17, our answer is C. So for number 17, our answer is C. Now number 18. Number 18. The distance from the center of a circle to any point in the circumference is called. The answer is obviously radius. Okay, distance from the center of a circle, or a circle, and don't forget the center of a circle to any point. This is the circumference. This is the center, circumference, any point in the circumference. Any point in the circumference is called the radius. Okay, so the answer to number 18 is A. So number 18, our answer is A. For number 19, given that an exterior angle of a regular polygon is 30, then the interior angle is, well, if our exterior angle is 30, the interior angle is going to be, don't forget, this is our polygon. Polygon has many sides. Many sides. A shape with many sides. So I'll just draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay. So this is what they're asking. This is what they're asking. This is our exterior angle. Okay. What is our exterior angle? Our exterior angle is 30. It has been said to be 30 degrees. Then our interior angle. What is this? So don't forget. This, the total angle, exterior plus interior angle is what? Of a polygon. What's the sum between exterior and interior angle? This is a total of 180. Okay. This is total of 180. So we're going to say 180 minus 30. Okay, so our answer is 150 degrees. So our answer to option 19, we have 150 in the options. Yes, answer to option 19 is D. Option 19, answer is D. Now, just to prove that the sum of interior plus exterior angle is 180, you can take your protractor and lay it on this. Okay, let me show you. Take your protractor, lay it on this. Don't forget, our protractor has 180 degrees, and this will give you the sum. The total here is going to give you 180 degrees. So our answer to number 19 is definitely D. That's 150, which is 180 minus 30. Okay. Question 20. What's question 20? The regular solid figure represented by the net in figure 2 is called cube, cuboid, cylinder, square. It cannot be a square because a square will just be one side. We have 6 squares, so 6 squares will give us a cube because a cube has 6 sides. A cuboid cannot be a cuboid because this is a representation of multiple squares. If it was a cuboid, we have multiple rectangles. So the answer to number 20 is A. So for number 20, our answer is A. Question 21. The construction shown in figure 3 is such that PQ, that's PQ, this is PQ, is a perpendicular bisector of RS. This is RS. So PQ, the line PQ, the perpendicular bisector of RS. Yes. The value of the angle PTS is what? This is P to T to S. That's P, move to T and then to S. What do we have? We have a right angle triangle. That's a right angle triangle. And what's the angle of a right angle triangle? 90 degrees. So our answer is obviously 90 degrees. So the answer to question 21 is D. So question 21, our answer is D. Because PTS, that's from P to T to S, this angle, was this angle 90 degrees? Because this gives us a right angle, which is 90 degrees. Okay, so the answer to question 21 is D. What do we have? What question 22? Question 22. In the figure 4, the value of the angle P is, so if this is P, don't forget perpendicular, this line, parallel lines, they don't meet each other, and then Z angles. If this is P, then this will make a Z angle, whatever is here. Will make a Z angle, whatever is here. And this is half of a circle, so this is obviously 180 degrees in total. 180 minus 50 degrees will give us 130. So this angle here is 130. Then this angle is a Z angle of P, okay, and Z angles are equal. So the answer to question 22 is going to be C, that's 130 degrees, because this is a semicircle. So this degree of a semicircle is 180. So this will be 180 in total. 180 minus 50 gives us 130. And 130 is the Z angle of P, and Z angles are equal. So the answer to question 22 is C. So question 22, our answer is 130, which is C. Question 22, our answer is C. Well, question 23. Question 23, the perimeter of a rectangle is 24 centimeters, given that the width is 5 meters, then the length is. So the formula of perimeter is equal to length plus width times 2. Okay, so our perimeter, we have perimeter of 24 is equal to length plus, what's our width? Our width is 5 centimeter plus 5 centimeter, 20 plus 5 centimeter times 2. We'll take 2 to the other side. That's why we have to make L the subject of the formula, L the subject of the formula. So we'll take 2 to the other side. That would be 24 divided by 2 will be equal to length plus 5. So 24 divided, then take 5 to the other side, we negate the operation, so it will be 24 minus 2, 24 divided by 2, sorry, minus 5. That's the sign changes when it causes the equal sign. It's equal to length. So therefore our length will be 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 minus 5, it will give us 7. So our length is equal to 7. Okay, so the answer to number 23 is B. So 23, our answer is B. Question 24. Question 24, we have, given that pi is equal to 22 over 7 and the radius of the circle is 7 cm, then the area of the circle is, now the formula for area of a circle is pi radius square and area of a circle, okay, this is circle, and then pi radius square, that will be 22 over 7. Our radius is 7 centimeters. Square the radius, that will be times another 7 centimeters. This cancels out, so 22 times 7, and 22 times 7 is going to give us, that's 2 times 7 is 14, that is 4. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1, that's 154. So the answer to number 24 is 154 centimeters square. So is this existing in our options? Yes, it exists in our options. So the answer to number 24 is B. So number 24, our answer is B. What do you have again? We have number 25. Given that the volume of a cube is 64 centimeter cube, then each side has length. Volume of a cube. What's the format to find the volume of a cube? To find the volume of a cube is side times side times side, side times side times side, and this has given us 64. Okay, so this will, to get the side of a cube, that will be the cube root of 64 will give us our answer. So our answer is going to be a cube root of 64. That will be the cube root of 64 is 4. Cube root of 64 is definitely 4. So the answer number 25 is 4. Do you have the option here? 4 is our option A. That's number 25, our option 24, 4 centimeter A. So number 25, our answer is A. Okay, and number 26. On the Cartesian plane, the line y is equal to 0 is called the. Okay, we draw the Cartesian plane. It's our x-axis. It's our y-axis. So this is where, for our x-axis, whenever we draw the x-axis, we map it this way. Don't forget, x always maps in this direction, and our y, whenever I want to do y, always map y in this direction. Okay, so what is that? What is this? Means that the direction of x goes vertically and the direction of y goes horizontally. So if we're checking horizontally, it means that the y equals to 0 will be this line, and this line is our x-axis. So the answer to number 26 is x-axis, and you have x-axis among the options here. So the answer to number 26 is B. So number 26, our answer is B. Number 27. Given the lines, the first line is y is equal to negative 3x plus 3, and line 2 is y equals to mx minus 2, such that L1 and L2 is parallel to L1 is parallel to L2. The value of m is, that was the value of m. So if L1 is parallel to L2, it means that we can use simultaneous equations to solve this. So that means what we have is, we have negative 3x minus 3. Our first equation will be negative 3x minus 3. That's equation L1, first equation of our line. And the second equation of our line, the equation of our second line is mx minus 2. So we have L1, which is negative 3x plus 3. And we have L2, which is mx minus 2. Solving this simultaneously, let's make these two last terms to be equal. That is to multiply the numerator by negative 2 and the denominator by negative 3. Sorry, the first line by negative 2 and the second line by positive 3. And this will give us, this is going to yield 6x minus 6. For this one, mx minus 2. This is going to give us 3mx minus 6. Simultaneously, our operation now is to subtract L1 from L2. So that will be 6x minus 6 minus 3 mx minus 6 will give us 0. Since we have made both lines equal, it means we subtract the first line from the second line, or second line from the first line, we're going to have 0 because the two lines are equal. What do we have? We have, so this is negative minus the first line, this is the first line, minus our second line, and this sign goes into everything, this subtraction sign goes into everything, and our new equation is going to be 6x minus 6 minus 3mx plus 6, which is giving us 0. So negative 6 plus positive 6 will cancel out, and we're going to have 6x minus 3mx, which is giving us 0. So what we are going to have here is 6x. Taking 3mx to the other side, the sign changes, so will be 3mx, because we have crossed it across the equation sign. So when we cross about a term across the equal sign, the symbol changes, and then x can cancel out in both sides, and what we're going to be left is 6 is equal to 3m, and this will give us m will give us 6 divided by 3, which is 2. So number 27, our answer is 2. Number 27, do we have any 2 here? No, we don't have 2. So number 27, I'll keep it for the open book. So number 27, say no answer. Option not given. How do I call it? I'll call it free answer. Yeah, free mark. Question 28. Say free mark because our answer is 2. But if you look here, 2 is not giving us an option. Question 28. The x-coordinate of the midpoint M is our midpoint x, y of the points 0, 3 and 4, negative 3. So what is the middle of 0 to 4? That's our x-coordinate. We're looking for the midpoint between these two values, these 2 points. So we have this our x. For our first, for p, we have 0, 3, and for q we have 4 and negative 3. So this is always our x coordinate, this is our y coordinate, and they're asking for the x coordinate. So if it's our x coordinate, it means we'll concentrate on these values. So that is from 0 to 4. What is the middle? What do we have in the middle of 0 to 4? That's 0 to 4. That's 0 to 4. 0 to 4 is 4. We'll divide this by 2. Our midpoint is 2. Because that would be 0 to 4. That's 4 minus 0 will give us 4. 4 divided by 2 will give us 2. So our midpoint is 2 in our x coordinate. Okay, so our answer to question 28 is A. Answer is A. If they would have asked for the midpoint of the y coordinate, we would have done this. We could have done this. As what we would have done is 3 minus minus 3. That's 3 plus 3. 3 minus minus 3. That's if you're asking for y. If you're asking for y, asked for y coordinate, we would have had 3 minus minus 3, which should give us, this will turn to a positive value, this will be 6, and for the midpoint we divided by 2, and this could have given us 3. That's if they would have asked for the y coordinate. I just want to explain this to you, but since they asked for the x coordinate, that we had to do 4 minus 0, which gave us 4. To find the midpoint, we divide it by 2, and give us 2. So our answer is A. Number 29. Question 29. The number of terms in the expression 2ax plus 3by minus 1 is, well, number of terms, this is a term, this is a term, this is a term, and the terms are not even equal. So the number of terms we have here is 3. okay, because we have this term, and this term. So question 29, our answer is D. You will have asked for the number of unknowns, okay, because number of terms is different from number of unknowns. You will have asked for the number of unknowns, then our number of unknowns would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. It would have been 4, would have been B that if it was unknowns. But since they asked for terms, okay, this is our first term, this is our second term, and this is our third term, okay. And since these terms are not the same, because if the terms were the same, we would have simplified it more to get the answer. But since we cannot simplify it further, it means we have three different terms. We have this term, and this term. Okay, so our answer is D. Because I know a lot of people will choose 4 because 4 gives us the number. If the answer is 4, only if the answer is for the number of unknowns, because we don't know what is A, we don't know what is X, we don't know what is B, we don't know what is Y. Okay, so number 30. Question 30. Simplify 2 to the power 5 times 2 to the power negative 3. What do you give us? So in the law of indices, whenever exponents at the base of our exponents are the same, we can use addition to solve this multiplication. So this will be 5 minus 3, that would be 2. So the answer is 2 to the power 2. So the answer to number 30 is C. Answer to number 30 is C. That's in the simple law of indices. Okay, I think this is the first law of indices. And question 31. Simplify question 31. Simplify 3x minus 6y minus 2x. What do we give? So this, okay, let's take it. How many terms you have? You have 2 terms because we can simplify this further. Let's see. Our question is given like this: 6y minus 2x. Okay, but these 2 terms are the same. Okay, so this will be 3x minus 2x is x minus 6y. So this, if we were asked this, how many terms are here, will be 2 terms because we cannot simplify this further. So this is our answer, obviously x minus 6y. We have x minus 6y, yes, that's option D. So our answer is D. So number 31, our answer is D. What do we have next? We have number 32. Okay, for number 32, given that P is equal to E as a numerator, W times L as a denominator, the expression for W in the terms PE and L is, that's what asking us to make W subject to formula. So this is what we have been given. We have been given P is equal to EWL. Let's make W subject to formula, okay? So we have to move it from the denominator. If we are moving from the denominator, this sign changes. So if it's a numerator, if it causes opposite sign, it changes. Since if it's a division sign, it becomes a multiplication sign across the opposite side. So what we are going to have is WLP is equals to E. And for W as a formula, we are still going to have E as a numerator and LP as a denominator. So do we have this expression among our options for 32? That's E as a numerator, then LP as denominator. Yes, we have E here and LP. Okay, so this is our answer is B, because don't forget P times L will still give us the same answer as L times P, as multiplication is commutative. So don't forget PL is the same as LP when it comes to multiplication. So the answer for number 32 is B. Number 32, our answer is B. Number 33. The next term the sequence 3, 5, 8, 12 is 3 to 5. What is the subtraction? What is the difference between 3 and 5 is 2. The difference between 8 and 5 is 3. The difference between 12 and 8 is 4. So this is how it goes. 3, 5, 8, 12. That's how it goes. It goes 3 to 5 to 8 to 12. So this distance is 2. This distance is 3. This distance is 4. Therefore, the next distance will be 5. So 12 times 5 will give us 17. So our answer to number 33 is A. Number 33 is A. That's our next term with 17. Don't forget, this is not a geometric progression. This is not arithmetic progression. You simply have to use common sense to see how the difference progresses among each term. So the answer to number 33 is A. Question 34. The range of values for x for which 7 plus 2x is less than 11 is... Okay, we have to solve this inequality and with x as a subset of formula. So what's the inequality? That's question 34. Our inequality is 7 plus 2x less than 11. So all we need that is make x subject of formula. Okay, so take 7 to the other side, the sign changes. We'll have 2x is less than 11 minus 7. That is 2x is less than 4. So 2 cancels out both sides because 2 has a multiplication sign here. Move it across the inequality, it will be having a division sign. So what we have here is x is less than 2. Okay, so this is our answer. X is less than 2. That's the range of values. So do we have this option? Do you have this option here? X is less than 2. Yes. 34, that's B. So the answer to number 34 is B. So number 34, our answer is B. Number 35. Given that the speed v of a car is inversely proportional to time, then the equation relating v to t where k is constant is... Okay, so the v speed is inversely proportional to time. So v inversely proportional to time. This is inversely proportional to time. So the equation v, or to move the proportionality sign, we'll replace this with a constant pk times 1 on t, which can be seen as v is equal to k on t. So this should be our final equation. So what is this? The answer here, correct answer is C, because this matches the one we got. So the answer to number 35 is C. Answer to number 35 is C. Question 36. The number of regions in the network in figure 5 is... This is figure 5, the number of regions in the network. So we have this region, we have this region. So the answer, and then we have the region outside the network. So the answer is 3. Answer to number 36 is 3, that is D. So number 36, our answer is D. Number 37. Number 37, the longest side in the right angle triangle is... So this is a right angle triangle. So what we have been given is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. We have a right angle triangle. This is our hypotenuse. This is our opposite, and this is our adjacent. And this we have been given sine, of A, which is known to be 2 on 3. So it means sine A is always known as the opposite over the hypotenuse. So it means this is 2 and this is 3. What can we do? So to find this angle, the angle A will be given by the sine inverse of the opposite over hypotenuse, which is 2 on 3, which is approximately 42 degrees. Okay, and since this is approximately 42 degrees, it means we can add this here. This angle is 42 degrees. So the cosine of A is known to be given from the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Do we have the adjacent? No, we don't have the adjacent. Do we have the hypotenuse? Yes, we have hypotenuse. Our hypotenuse is 3. So do we have cosine? Do we have the angle A? A over A is 42. So the cosine of 42 is given by A adjacent over hypotenuse. So we have to look for the adjacent. Okay. Now to look for the adjacent, we are going to have, with adjacent as the subject of formula, we are going to have 3 times cos 42. And this will give us approximately 2. So our adjacent will be 2. So this value is 2. So since the formula to find the cosine of an angle is adjacent over hypotenuse, therefore cos A is going to be a 2 on 3. And we have a 2 on 3 here. So here we have a 2 on 3 here. 2 on 3 is A. So the answer to number 38 is A. Okay, I hope I explained this special edition well. This is much better than when I was solving it. I'll include this in the description. Okay, question 39. Question 39. The angle of elevation Q from P in figure 6 is. The angle of elevation means if you are standing at P. Okay, angle of elevation of Q from P. If you are standing at P and you are looking up to Q, what is the angle? 65 degrees. Okay, it means your eye is here and you're looking up to Q. Your eyes at P because we started from P and we're looking to Q. So our angle of elevation is 65 degrees. So the answer to number 39 is 65 and 65 is A. So number 39 is A. Number 39, our answer is A. Question 14. Given the vectors P and arrow, then P minus arrow is, P minus arrow will be 2 minus negative 2, that will be positive 4, and then negative 1 minus negative 3, that is we have P, which is 2, negative 1, and we have arrow, which is negative 2 and negative 3. And if it's P minus arrow, means we'll have the first term that's negative 2 minus negative 2, okay, which will give us positive 4, and we'll have negative 1 minus negative 3, which will give us positive 2. So the answer is 4 and 2. The answer to equation 40.
The complete solution can be found on clazgate. Go to class.hislist.com for the complete solution. Don't forget anyone can teach on clazgate. Go to class.hislist.com and start teaching Cameroonian students today.